is a chocolate muffin or cereal and graham crackers. Lunch in Hampton is going to be a hamburger and french fries. Carrot sticks, woo, you get a cookie and some fruit. Out in Harmony Grove, your Friday breakfast is pancake on a stick, plus fresh fruit. And then for lunch, it'll be a chicken patty sandwich, chips and salsa, raw broccoli, pineapples, and fresh fruit. And if you don't want that, the alternative today is hamburger and chips. Camden Fairview, pre-K breakfast, sausage breakfast pizza, fresh fruit, and milk. For the elementary, you guys are getting sausage breakfast pizza, fresh fruit, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. Middle and high schoolers, it's either going to be a Pop-Tart or cereal, biscuits and gravy, or sausage breakfast pizza. You get fresh fruit, toast, and orange juice, apple juice, and milk. Pre-K lunch, taco soup, broccoli cuts, diced pears, wheat savory bites, crackers, and milk. And for the elementary, taco soup. Vegetables include broccoli florets and baby carrots. You'll get diced pears and fresh fruit and milk. And finally, for the middle and high school, well, you guessed it, it's either going to be taco soup or chili cheese waffle fries. I know what I'm choosing. Charro beans, salad bar will be open, diced pears, fresh fruit, cinnamon roll, and milk. You guys have a great holiday. With your menus, happy Thanksgiving. I'm JJ.
Everybody watching that tick-tock tick. The slower it goes, the closer it gets. We'll be cracking it, a popping it, a giving it a twister. Waiting on 5 to start on a 6er. Waiting on 5, waiting on 5, waiting on 5 when it's time to quit. Waiting on 5, waiting on 5, waiting on 5 to get started on 6. Everybody watching that tick-tock tick. The slower it goes, the closer it gets. We'll be cracking it, a popping it, a giving it a twist. Waiting on 5 to start on 6. Hey, 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 alright. Do a lot of time till it's time to quit. Hey, hey, alright. Waiting on 5 to get started on 6.
Good morning, old friends.
Oh my god, what time is it?
What time is it?
The time has come to hit unfriend.
Oh my god, is it time? Is it time?
You're getting dangerously close to being unfriended.
Really?
Why?
Today is National Unfriend Day on Facebook.
Easy, friend. We're not friends.
Did you just unfriend me?
Unfriend.
We were Facebook friends before there was a Facebook.
And unfriend.
It's showtime.
Wake up! Who are you going to unfriend today, Doc Bryce?
I don't know. I should get an award for how many people that I've got in my block list because I have more blocks than I do friends. I should get some kind of award.
You know, I post a happy birthday to all of my friends when it's their birthday, right?
Right.
And I got, like thousands on my list. I know.
That's a cool sound effect.
There you go. Keri Weatherford just walked in the door. We've got Officer Long from Camden Animal Control in here.
Oh, Keri spooked the dog.
Yes, well, Keri's all scary and stuff.
Keri's so scary.
Keri's so scary. Anyway, Spicy is the dog's name, and we're going to talk to Officer Long here in just a second about Spicy. Yes.
Yes.
Because why can't we be friends, right?
Yeah. It'd be really sad if I had a Facebook page for Sandy and she unfriended people.
It could happen.
You're not nice.
It could happen. I'm telling you now. All right, guys and gals, it's The Round Table, brought to you each and every weekday morning by our friends out at St. John's Place in Fordyce and Washita Nursing and Rehab in Camden. They are the choice for all of your rehabilitation and long-term care needs, and they provide award-winning short-term therapy services, too. Reach them by dialing 870-352-2104, 870-836-4111. Let's talk about First Choice Family Care. That's Dr. Jarrah and staff, 476 Hospital Drive for a limited time. They are now open from 7 to 7 for all of your medical needs. You can call them up, 870-800-9002. Get that new patient packet at myfirstchoicecare.com. OCMC's CDU reminding you, you are not alone. Addiction's a terrible thing to get through, man. But if you make that choice, you can become a better you. Dial 870-836-1289, 1-800-232-1289. All calls are confidential. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. Auto body collision repair, framework, glasswork, refinishing. Accidents happen, so if you put it in the ditch, you better call
Buddy.
at Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. 837-2560. Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado, corner of Bradley and West Hillsboro. 120 booths, 31,000 square feet for you to explore. And you can shop them online at everybodiesantiques.com. Call 870-875-1444 for more information. Stories, Floor, and Carpet, 2004 Lorraine and El Dorado, doing more than just flooring. Custom tile backsplashes, countertops, bathrooms, and more. And they invite you to visualize.
Visualize.
You can see your new flooring project online at storiesfloor.com. Upload your photo into their visualizer.
Visualize.
See your options. 870-862-9446. Where'd you go, man? You were late on that one.
I thought I was done for some reason. I was like, okay.
We're still playing.
I did. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't delivered the last one.
The last one, yeah. You got to do it all, man. All right, Cabin Rural Health Services, also a proud sponsor. They're on a mission to meet the health care needs of the folks in Calhoun, Clark, Valley, Miller, Hempstead, Lafayette, Ouachita, and Union counties. 870-798-4299. That's where you can find what Cabin can do for you. All right, guys and gals, let's go ahead and run over here to the round table and check in on Officer Long from Camden Animal Control. Good morning, Miss Shauna. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Just fine, thanks. Who you got with you today?
I got Miss Spicy here.
All right, so if you're on Facebook with us, you should be able to see Spicy. I don't think I'm in the way. Am I in the way, Doc?
Let me get back over there.
I don't have Facebook pulled up right now. So.
No, you're just blocking Shauna, but Spicy's looking
Spicy,
great.
you can't see Shauna, but you can see Spicy.
Yeah.
All right, well, what if I do this?
Oh, now you can see everybody in the room.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, just
See?
kick back.
Yeah, here I am. I'm just going to chill.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me a little bit about Spicy.
Well, Miss Spicy is a sweet younger girl. She had a litter of puppies. Now, all of her puppies were taken by the local rescue H&P. They were chosen for transport, so they're going to go to loving homes, get spayed and well, they're all going to get neutered because they're all guys. However, Miss Mama
Poor
Spice...
guys.
So does this mean she was a bad mommy since they came in and took away her babies?
No, sir. She did everything right by those babies.
Doc has a little bit of experience with H&P, huh, Doc?
Yes, I do.
You're good folks down there. Sandy had 87, 89 babies? Felt like it? Yeah.
Like 5. Totally unexpected, but things happen, and these pups got to go off.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. You don't have any male dogs.
I know, but one of them found my dog.
Uh-huh. I don't know what's going on at Doc Bryce's. Maybe the animal control needs to take a look. Just saying. All right, so Spicy is up for adoption.
Yes, sir. She is looking for a household with no other dogs. She is not other dog friendly at this time. Due to that H&P who would normally take her, can't take her. However, she is a sweet, loving girl.
Well, she seems a little protective.
Oh, yes. She will defend you.
See, that's what I need. Sandy's useless.
All right, so Doc Bryce, you want to make a connection here?
Can I swap dogs?
No.
Shauna said no.
See, Sandy's a lover, not a fighter. So I'm sure if I were attacked, she would just lick my attacker.
Yes. Say, ooh, hit him again. Anyway, okay, so Spicy is ready for a new home. And, tell me what the ideal adoptive parents would be.
So ideally, we would like a home without any younger children. Preferably, someone who just needs a companion, but doesn't have any kiddos.
Now, is Spicy housebroke?
She is definitely housebroke, according to her foster.
Okay.
Had no issues, no accidents.
All right, that's makes it a whole lot easier. So, even if you don't have a yard, Spicy might be a perfect fit for you because she going to be living inside anyway.
Oh, yes, and she is definitely apartment friendly.
So, she's a small dog. If you're not looking on Facebook, remember you can always pull this up later during the day, right, Doc?
Yep. You can always go back and watch it live.
So, I mean, you can see Spicy anytime you want. And if you want more information about Spicy, you can call Miss Shauna over at Animal Control. Right? Your number is 911 still?
No, sir.
No. Well, I ain't getting none of them to fall for that. So what's the number to dial if they want to talk to you?
So the number to dial if you're looking to adopt, foster, or donate is 870-818-9598.
9598.
Yes, sir.
And what else is going on? You guys are doing a foster a dog for Christmas event?
Yes, we are. We're looking for a couple very generous homes looking to share their living space with a dog just for the holiday. Now, all of these dogs would be temperament tested to make sure that they are friendly. It would only be from December 22nd to December 26th.
Shauna trying to take a vacation, y'all. We don't figure that mess out. So, a little bit of help would be groovy. What are the requirements to foster a dog?
So it's going to depend on the dogs that we have at the time.
Sure.
However, we're looking for people who are either very experienced with dogs, if they have multiple dogs, or even no other dog homes, just to be safe. We will be paying for everything the dog will need during those times.
Okay. All right. And to foster a dog, it's
818-9598.
9598. And you can get a hold of Miss Shauna anytime, day or night, man. She loves those 3 a.m. calls, right?
So my pound phone is only on during business hours.
Okay.
However, if you have an emergency and you need to call to report something or such, you do need to call the local Camden Police Department non-emergency line.
All right. So if it's a dog, don't dial 911.
No, sir.
Unless it's a mean dog. Then you dial whatever number you need to dial. But anyway, Camden Animal Control is here for the community. Now, you guys have how many dogs down there right now?
Actually, surprisingly, we only have 3 at this time, which is amazing.
Y'all need more dogs. Come on out. Everybody drop your dog on the porch.
No, sir. We do not take owner surrenders. We don't have the pound space or the funds for that one.
Just don't tell them it was your dog.
You know what? Charge them a fee if they just want to drop their dog off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys are getting a dog park, so what are you worried about?
Yeah, so they have to bring a bag of food, and they got to bring all their dog clothes and whatever doggy toys that they have.
Right,
and,
yes.
And they got to pay a fee for taking a dog in. See? Then
No,
you make some
sir.
money.
We cannot afford to do that. We don't have the pound space.
You will when
for
you make the
those.
money.
We don't have the pound space, sir.
Well, see, we just need to incorporate you so that you turn a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the city needs to turn a profit on this.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, we're going to the dogs, for God's sake. All right, Miss Shauna. So what else, how else can we help Camden Animal Control?
So Camden Animal Control always needs donations of food, dog food, puppy food. We always like donations of treats, at least the dogs do.
Well, Shauna, she's trying to kick her dog food habit. So, all right. So if you want to make a donation or whatever, you can swing by the CPD office. You can call the mayor. The mayor loves this stuff too. She really does. You say, Mayor, I have a check for you to give to Camden Animal Control, and that's what happens, I'm assuming. We will find out firsthand, Doc Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to write them a check.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you
right.
Remember we did this whole
the
fundraiser
chili
for
thing.
them.
Yeah, we did that for them.
I finally caught up with the guys over at Mob Scene, and they're I got to tell you about the new project, man. I mean, because these guys are all over it. But anyway, I was finally able to catch up with them, and it wasn't their fault; it was mine, by the way. Oh, and Doc Bryce's fault. It was mainly Doc Bryce's fault. I asked him to take care of it for me. And
I got the shirt, though. Yeah. I got the shirt.
So anyway,
hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
we're going to be making a donation next week to Camden Animal Control and to OCAPS, and of course to Shop with a Cop. So, you know, I mean, I will know the exact dollar amount then, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little around $750 or so for Camden Animal and OCAPs. So that's just one way that we try to help. And during the silly season, don't forget, we need everybody's help. Shauna, thank you so much for bringing Spicy in.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. We look forward to seeing you probably on Tuesday next week. Can you do that?
I can do that.
All right. I will see you Tuesday next week.
All right.
All right. All right, guys and gals, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Let me shift gears here. And, yeah, we'll be right back. Good morning, South Arkansas. It's time for the Washoe River Report for Friday, November 17th. In Camden, the current gauge reading is 6.44 feet. Arkadelphia currently at 3.96 feet. At Thatcher Lock and Dam, the current depth gauge reading is 77.26 feet. And at Morro Bay State Park, the gauge is holding steady at 65 feet. There are no river warnings in effect, but one of the interesting facts about Arkansas's history is that its state flag was decided by the people who lived here. In 1913, Arkansas was still without an official state flag. To fix this problem, a contest was held. 65 flag submissions were entered into the contest, which was then judged by a panel. The winning design came from Willie Hawker and was later approved by the state senate. Stay up to date with your current river conditions right here every weekday morning.
It's time to check the Radio Works South Arkansas Community Bulletin Board.
The National Guard troops are currently deployed and will be spending the holidays away from family and friends. You'll find special drop-off boxes throughout Camden to drop Christmas cards, color pages, and well wishes for the troops. Cards and letters will be collected during November, then packed and shipped through Huck's Military Care Packages. Shipping cost has been provided. Let's fill these boxes and let our troops know we're thinking of them during the holidays.
As we get ready to head into the weekend, we're going to do it with a slight chance of rain today. It's going to be mostly cloudy. Temperatures reaching near 68. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, overnight low near 49. For Saturday, it'll be sunny and 64. Then on Saturday night, mostly clear and 38. Sunday, 20% chance at rain, partly sunny, and temperatures near 63. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ. All right, back in the studios. It is 7:40, currently 61 degrees out there. Today's going to be mostly cloudy, 25% chance at rain, temperatures reaching near 71. Welcome to the studio, Keri Weatherford, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Keri. Yeah, this show's going to the dogs.
Yeah, I love it, though. I tell you what, Spicy had a good little personality.
Absolutely. And, you know, I mean, the Camden Animal is down to 3.
Yeah,
dogs in the pound.
Really
that was a shocking number for me. So, Camden Animal always needing help. OCAPs always needing help. These are city and county organizations, but there's really not any money in the budget for them.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, and you know, when it comes to budgets, it's really hard to explain that to people. It's for the city. They got all the money. The city spends a lot of money too. Okay.
Well, maybe if they didn't spend all that money and keep some.
Well, I mean, you know, in the end, they get in trouble for keeping the money.
Oh yeah, because they ain't spending the money
right
to fix the streets and stuff.
Yes.
But then when they fix the streets and stuff, people are like, y'all spending way too much money.
They just fixing the streets in front of the mayor's house.
The old mayor's house. The former mayor's house.
That is Doc Bryce at YesRadioWorks.com.
The two ago mayor house.
Uh-huh. You guys send your complaint letters to Ellen Argood at YesRadioWorks.com.
The mayor, they're fixing the street in front of the mayor's mansion.
Uh-huh. You let me know how that works out, too. So, good morning, Keri.
Good morning.
How are things over at the Extension office?
They are good. We have been running busy all the time, it seems like, lately.
you guys going to be open every day next week?
No, we will be open Monday and Tuesday next week.
Okay.
I won't be there, but our office
Keri
will be
taking
open.
vacation too. Okay.
Yes, Keri is taking some vacation time.
All right.
But yeah, so to Wednesday through Friday we will be closed for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But we've got still going to be, we finished up our Master Gardener class, so I need to put that on Facebook. Yeah, every time I come in here, I think I need to do better with Facebook. But hey, at least my family consumer science agent and my 4-H PA are great at Facebook.
Yeah, they're doing really good.
Really good.
You need to step up your
I
game.
need to step up my game.
Or assign them your Facebooking.
Well, and they do a lot of that, but when it comes down to putting the ag stuff up, I can't really ask them to do that. That's
All
on
right,
me.
you can ask them. I mean, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. But,
Right. But no, so we finished our Master Gardener class. That was a really good class. We had 9 graduates of that. So
all right, so 9 more
9
Master
new
Gardeners.
Master Gardeners. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, and remember those Master Gardeners, not only do they take the class and become a part of our program, but they're volunteering in the community. So that's 9 new volunteers in the community.
See, that's just amazing.
It is.
So what do the Master Gardeners volunteer to do?
So a lot of times their stuff is more of a beautification side of things. So they may we have the hospice garden at Precision One Therapy just down there by the hospice building and all that. There's a garden back there that's been there for years, and I'm getting mixed statements on where it started, who started it, as far as I know that we know who started it, but whether they were part of Camden Garden Club or Master Gardeners, or if it was a group thing or the Southern Garden Club. But
regardless of who started it,
right.
A garden has been made.
Yes, and it's been let go over a long period of time. And we've just recently sanctioned that as a Master Gardener project. So what that means is Master Gardeners can go and work out there at any time and get volunteer hours for it.
Okay.
So they're making that a place where somebody can go and have some solace if they need some quiet time, thinking time, praying time. Right in the middle of Camden. There's also another garden out catty corner from Shopper's Guide that is a volunteer memorial garden. So it's in memory of and appreciation of volunteers that have worked for the Daffodil Festival and through the Master Gardener program. We used to work heavily with the Daffodil Festival when that was going on. And they help in my demonstrations that I do. So, like when I have my vegetable garden demonstration.
What are you demonstrating against?
Demonstration against poor gardening methods.
Keri's getting the pitchforks and the signs out, Doc.
Uh-oh.
She's going to be demonstrating.
It happens, and they help me maintain those demonstrations. So if I were to go in and do like a germination project with an elementary school or any age.
Don't take germs to the elementary school.
Not germs.
The children are our future.
Germinations, like getting seeds to germinate, teaching kids what seeds are and how they work. When we do projects like that, we can ask volunteers to come in and help us do that program so that we're more efficient and we're able to get the point across better to the kids with that help. So they help us in a variety of different ways. But ultimately, they're putting beautification into the community. They may help me educate someone somewhere. There's several of them that if I get a call on roses, more than likely I'm going to pass that along to one of my Master Gardeners.
Right.
So that's how they help out in the community.
All right.
They also, some of them help with county fair. So basically anything that's garden related, they can either help educate, help plant, help plan. We actually work and keep part of the courthouse maintained. Now, I'm not taking responsibility and saying we keep it maintained, because we do not. But some of the flower beds that look really nice at the front of the courthouse.
If it looks good, Keri did it.
No, Keri did not do it. Master Gardeners
If it looks
did
crappy, the city did it themselves.
now we're talking about the county, not the city.
The county
but
did it themselves.
That is not the case. That there are some There are some flower beds and a fountain and stuff like that we
Do you
do
hear
have.
what that Keri Weatherford said?
Flowers that are very pretty. And then our master gardeners went around and did quite a bit of heavy pruning in the flower beds and the bushes around the courthouse, getting ready for them to do. They're cleaning the brick.
Well, they're going to do the lighting of the courthouse. So
we didn't do that.
No. The county is fixing to do the lighting of the courthouse. So they're trying to spruce everything up.
Yes. Now, we did this actually before it got warm. We did this several,
spring or
yes. And so, but we did this to get it. It'll take a couple of years to get it back. But they had some stuff that was really overgrown, and we cut it way back. But they're going to clean the brick to the courthouse. They have some kind of grant or something where they're going to clean that and have it. And they need to be able to get back to it. So we were able to move some stuff where they could get to it and things like that. So that's something we do. So that's another thing that they're not, the courthouse doesn't have to pay someone.
Right.
They do pay someone to maintain a lot of that stuff, but we went out and did some heavy stuff that would have cost more and had more people involved. So.
Absolutely. All right. So what else is going on over at the extension? Do we have any upcoming events?
Well,
I know we got that applicator thing coming up, right?
Pesticide applicator training. Very good. That's what I was going to mention.
Well, you see, I don't even have a piece of paper.
I know
I
you
just
don't.
remember that stuff.
You're so good. You're so good.
I was going through deleting emails yesterday, and I come across it, and I went, delete. And I was like, oh, no, Keri's coming back in tomorrow. I need to undelete that one, okay?
Well, I'm glad that went out, because, but I know we were talking about it yesterday that we needed to get it out. But the 30th of November is our pesticide applicator training. That's at 6 o'clock, and we're looking forward to doing that. That's for people that need to have access to restricted pesticides. And that's something that's coming down just for any of you homeowners out there and producers. I got an email earlier last week that as a lot of companies are changing their labels and getting permission to change their labels and getting them registered in Arkansas, when there are animals that are endangered or not even endangered but are getting closer to that list, that can affect our pesticides. So labels are looking like they're doing some changing, and there will likely have some restrictions because of different species that we might have in our area.
So you guys aren't just teaching how to put the top on the thing and spray?
No, it's a lot more than that. We're talking about math, and we're talking about math and calibration.
I graduated 6th grade. I don't want to go back and take math again.
Well, now, as we've discussed in the past, homeowners are the ones that are most responsible for overuse of pesticides.
Oh, yeah, because I want it to die.
You want it to die, and you just
pour
a little
gallon
bit
on there.
Mm-hmm.
Them fire ants be gone. 2.5 gallons of diesel, Doc.
Yep, gone.
Now, that's not an extension recommendation, but when you're looking at different pesticides, that regulations are put out, and they've been working towards changing some of those regulations because of species that we might have in the area. So I expect some of that kind of stuff to change over the next year or so. But during the pesticide applicator training, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about appropriate use of pesticides, how, when, where, what to do with our pesticides. And, it's always a good thing to remind the public that when you hear the word pesticide, that's an all-inclusive, if you will. That's talking about a fungicide. That's talking about a bactericide. That's talking about insect, that'll kill insects. Insecticide. Yeah, insecticide. So that's
insecticides, pesticides,
herbicides,
and cyanides.
Herbicides, like when you're talking about different weeds or plants. So there's lots of different things that we'll be covering in that. So if you are a commercial producer, that would be a good class. Again, that is going to be on the 30th of November. Hopefully it won't get washed out in everybody's mind during Thanksgiving week.
I got you. Hey, if you ever have a question for Keri or anybody that's on the in the studio, The number to dial is 836-9559. If you dial in on any other number, I don't answer those.
Oh, and there's also a Serve Safe class coming up. You can call my office for more information about that. That's on the 30th of November as well. It is in Magnolia, and there is another one scheduled later in the year for Ouachita County, but there is one in Magnolia that's Serve Safe. So if you are a restaurant, or if you need a commercial kitchen for something that you're doing, food trucks, all those things have to have a Serve Safe class. And they have to pass a test so that they're not feeding us bad food and stuff. So that class is available if you need more information about that. You can call the office at 870-231-1160. We also have, it looks like we're going to pull off putting together a sewing club. So we had an interest meeting a couple weeks back or last week. We're really excited about that. We had several people show up, several parents that are willing to volunteer. So as far as what we have kind of planned right now is if you're interested in being a part of a sewing club, you do not have to be a part of Victory, but we are doing it at Victory School at 3:45. We'll have our first meeting, program/interest meeting where we will be doing some sewing on the 11th of January at 3:45 at Victory School.
So can they still register for this?
They can just come.
Okay, so if you want to learn how to sew.
And you're a 4-H'er from age 10 to 19.
All right, so you have to be in 4-H?
Well, no, you might join it if you like this.
So the opportunity to join 4-H will be there.
Yes.
And you guys are going to actually be working on sewing machines, or are we just giving them a needle and thread?
We're going to do sewing machines.
Okay.
If you want to come and you don't have a sewing machine, give us a call. We have some that we can borrow until you decide if it's something you want to get involved in. So if this is something, I think I might like this, I think my kids might like this, but I'm not ready to invest in a sewing machine, give us a call. And we'll, we have, like I said, we have some that we can have there for you to give it a try and see if this is something you want to invest in. Ultimately, the kids will need their own sewing machine. It does not have to be a crazy, expensive, over-the-top machine.
Yeah, the older the better. Go down to Grapevines and get you a used one.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
That wouldn't mean being a smarty pants. That was actually good advice.
Very good advice. I mean,
Goodwill, Salvation Army, places like this get these things donated from estate sales, garage sales.
And those are probably the best machines out there.
They really are. I mean, number one, 99 times out of 100, they hadn't been used that much. I mean, that's always been
that,
my
or they've
experience.
been maintained very well.
Or the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, if they're used a lot, then they're maintained well.
So yeah, I mean, you can definitely pick something up good used. You don't have to go out and spend $500 on a new machine.
Right, and again, this isn't something you have to do until you come in and decide if you want to commit to this or not. But our goal is to get kids introduced to a sewing machine that they can use at home.
Right.
That they can work on things at home, and so it'll be something that we can help them learn the machine. So if you do get a machine, we're there to help them figure out how to work through problems as they arise. We also, so that's a Camden club. That's open. Both of these are open to the entire community. But we do have one that it looks like we're going to be able to locate one in Stevens. We're working on the final location right now, but it'll be, so if you have questions, you can call us about that if you're a Stevens person. But at 3:15 on the 25th of January is what we're looking at with that.
Okay, and do we have a location in Stevens yet?
Well, we have two options, and so we're finding out which one's going to work best.
All right, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out where that class in Stevens is going to be. But right now, it'll be at Victory.
At Victory at 3:45 on the 11th of January.
On the 11th of January. Mark your calendars now. Look, guys, all right, men, boys, whatever, listen to me. It's worth it. All right, I learned to sew at a very young age, and yeah, I can pretty much hop on any machine. So, at least I could 20 years ago. And I haven't been doing much sewing in the last 20 years, but, there was that time where I could make practically anything. With my grandmother, she was a professional ceramic doll lady, all right? And she made all of their own clothes. She was a seamstress. She made all of my parents' own clothes, jeans, the whole 9 yards. My mom, my aunt, my uncle, both, all of them. She taught me at a very young age how to use that old Singer pump.
There you go.
And, so for years and years, what was bad was she had 3 other ones plugged in, sitting there waiting, but I wasn't allowed to use them until I learned to use that one first.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's pretty unforgiving. Okay, let's just
Bet it was.
say that. It's pretty unforgiving. But it's a great thing to know how to do. And it can be a whole lot of fun. Yes, big old burly JJ out there sewing up dog clothes.
Well, and this is one of those things that this, and to a lot of people, when I say things like sewing camp and sewing club and stuff like that, they're like, oh, there's not that many kids interested. There are. And your kids might surprise you. This came up as a result of our sewing camp and how successful it's been. We've had enough interest that we took a step into this direction, and it looks like we're still having interest. So throw it out there to your kids. You think it's a good thing to bring back to your family and to your home? This is an easy way to do it. And we're not going to do the boring, this is not a slow group where we try to get the kids having fun immediately.
Absolutely. And, according to new polls, and I will get into this here in just a little bit, the most popular era to live in was the 80s. And then the 70s, all right? Now I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I got to agree, man. It was a great time to be alive. We were on the cusp of technology at that point. Computers were just now being invented. Color TVs were just now coming onto the market and becoming affordable for the entire
showing
household.
My age, I remember when we got a computer in our house.
I remember when we got our first microwave.
Oh, now there you go.
Yes, and I remember when we got the first color TV and a bunch of other things. So the kids will surprise you.
They will.
They are actually learning more and more and more and leaning towards these 70s, 80s, early 90s styles.
Well, and one of the things that I got tickled about during our sewing camp this summer is we went around the room, and I knew there was one of our children that was there that was coerced to be at sewing camp. And I asked the kids, I said, go around the room and tell us why you're here. Because we had kids jumping up for joy. They were so excited.
Mom
and
then
we had one that was highly encouraged to come. And I said, if your answer is Grandma made me do it, then say Grandma made me do it. And she did. Grandma made me do it. And she was upset at the end of the camp that we did not, that child, that Grandma made her do it, was upset that we stopped the camp at 13. Because she was 13 and she wasn't going to be able to take the camp the next year. There were about 4 of them that were going to age out, and that's why we're going to do an advanced camp this year, is we had several that were upset that they could not come back this year. So we're doing a camp that'll engage with some older kids. But what I'm telling you is, Mama made them do it, and by the end of it, she was upset she couldn't come back the next year. So, and she's a natural. She's a natural. So your kids can surprise you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keri.
Thank you.
All right, Keri Weatherford, everybody from our extension office. They are right across the street over there. You can reach them at 231-1160.
Very good.
Huh? Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
That's from memory, too. 1160. So you can call the extension office Monday or Tuesday next week. You're not going to get Keri. She's like, gone. But, she'll be back the following week.
I will be back.
So you guys stay tuned for all of that and more information coming out of the county extension office.
Yes, we'll be looking forward to speaking with you.
Again, thank you, Keri.
Thank you.
All right, guys and gals. Doc Bryce, you got anything you want to add?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. You've been awfully quiet over there, so.
Because y'all been a-talking.
Well, it's because we smart over here. I don't know what you are on that
talking
side of the glass.
Stuff and things. I mean, that's all right. That's all right. That's cool.
Well, that's fine. We didn't mean to snub you.
Oh, no, I'm good.
It's the Roundtable, guys and gals. Brought to you each and every weekday morning by our friends out at St. John's Place in Fordyce and Washington Nursing and Rehab in Camden. They, of course, are the choice for all of your rehabilitation and long-term care needs. Call them up, 870-352-2104, 836-4111. Cabin Rural Health Services. They're there for the folks in Calhoun, Clark, Bradley, Miller, Hempstead, Lafayette, Ouachita, and Union counties. They offer medical, dental, and behavioral health care. They encourage you to not wait, vaccinate. Find out what Cabin can do for you by dialing 870-798-4299. We're brought to you by Stories Floor and Carpet, 2004 Lorraine and El Dorado. They, of course, do more than just flooring, right, Doc Bryce?
Yep.
They do custom tile backsplashes, countertops, bathrooms, and more. And they invite you to visualize. You can see your new flooring project online at storiesfloor.com. Upload your photo into the visualizer. See your options. 870-862-9446. Good job, Doc.
I did it.
Yes. Oof. And we are brought to you by our fine, fine friends out at OCMC's CDU. Reminding you, you are not alone. 870-836-1289, 1-800-232-1289. All calls are confidential. We are brought to you in part by our friends at First Choice Family Care, now open 7 to 7 for all your medical needs. Head on over to myfirstchoicecare.com, get that new patient packet, then dial 870-800-9002. They are now open from 7 to 7 for all your medical needs. We're brought to you by Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. Auto body and collision repair, framework, glasswork, refinishing. Accidents do happen. So if you put it in the ditch, you better call
Muddy
at Mitch Lowe's Body Shop, 837-2560. And finally, by Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado. They're located on the corner of Bradley and West Hills. Bradley and West Hillsboro.
Yeah.
So they've got 120 booths, 31,000 square feet for you to explore. I swear it's bigger. It looks bigger than that. Shop with a friend. All right, I'm just saying. And I know, even though they haven't reached out to me about this, that they will have special things going on Black Friday. So you've got this weekend and then next week and then Black Friday to have all sorts of fun out at Everybody's Antiques in El Dorado. All right. Doc, what you got?
I got Glenn Beck.
Well,
yeah.
We can get you a cream for that.
Okay.
You guys stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, KCXY East Camp. News Talk 92, KBEU Beer Den.
I'm sorry, can you clarify that last sentence for me?
That means the news and talk of South Arkansas on News Talk 92, KBEU. Hello, South Arkansas.